STARepublic Weekly Horoscope from April 3rd to April 9th. Aries, are you feeling the strain of this week? With Mercury moving into Taurus on Monday, you may feel the pressure of both your income and expenses decreasing. The Sun square with your ruler, Mars, has you feeling more fatigued than normal, and your home environment may not be as stable or secure as you'd like. On Thursday, the full moon could bring with it some emotional turbulence in your relationship with your partner. It's important to take a step back and remember that this week could be an opportunity to take you to the next level. If you're looking for tips to get through this tough week, here are a few that might help. Try to keep your enthusiasm and energy in check. Gain knowledge and information to keep your work in check and under control. Take time out over the weekend to rest and recharge, avoiding any unnecessary emotional arguments. Evaluate your work and recharge. Most importantly, stay confident and optimistic. Don't let the strain of this week weigh you down. With the right attitude, this could be a chance to upgrade you to the next level. Taurus, are you feeling the pull of curiosity this week? With Mercury entering your sign, Taurus, on Monday, you may find yourself growing more intellectually curious. If you've been feeling lonely and spending time alone, make an effort to find people who share your interests and passions. With your ruler, Venus, in your sign with Mercury, you may find it easier to get along with others and satisfy your curiosity in the field that interests you. You can also receive the support and help you need from those around you. This is a great time for those who do service, welfare, and religious work. On Thursday, when the full moon rises, it could be an emotionally challenging day for everyone, but it could be beneficial for those who do volunteer work, childcare, nursing, and housework. If you're single, take some time over the weekend to relax and unwind at home. If you have a partner or spouse, their feelings may have an effect on you. Try not to be sensitive and listen to what they have to say. When their mind is eased, you may find yourself feeling a bit of childlike excitement. This is a great time to indulge in your intellectual curiosity. To make the most of this week, here are a few tips. Hang out with people who share your interests. Get the support and help you need from those around you. Reflect on your values and avoid being overly sensitive. Find ways to satiate your intellectual curiosity and make the most of this week. Gemini, are you feeling inspired this week? With Mercury entering your sign, Taurus, on Monday, your imagination and creativity may be on the rise. As Mercury joins Venus and Uranus in your 12th house, you may have whimsical imaginings or intellectual curiosity about the unknown. If you're interested in current social and environmental issues, you can draw on your philanthropic spirit and the ingenious imaginations of your wide circle of friends to help solve these problems. You may even come up with creative nicknames to bring your imaginings to life. The full moon on Thursday could bring with it some emotional anxiety in terms of love, but you may be quite popular with those around you. Try not to be too distressed by the other person's reaction or your feelings. You should also be mindful of not overspending on social activities and hobbies. Professionally, you may still be in a very competitive environment. Do your best to tackle it with patience and responsibility. Come the weekend, you may be feeling mentally drained, so make sure to take some time out to rest and recharge. To make the most of this week, here are a few tips. Explore a secret relationship or creative pursuits. Draw on your philanthropic spirit and the ingenious imaginations of your friends. Avoid being overly distressed by other people's reactions or your feelings, and take some time out to rest. This week is a great opportunity to explore your ingenious imagination and make the most of it. Cancer, are you looking for ways to make new friends and acquaintances? Do you need help in achieving social success or getting promoted at work? Are you dealing with emotional conflicts or complicated emotional changes in your relationships at home? If the answer is yes, This week is the time for you to make the most of your energetic energy and freedom. At this time, having a sophisticated hobby and creating a colorful and enjoyable friendship can give you an edge. But apart from the richness of your private life, you may be more interested in social success. If you are working for a large corporation or a public institution, you could be in the spotlight and take on a position of responsibility leading others. This could bring you one step closer to getting the promotion you desire. However, you should be careful when you get angry at the beginning of the week due to excessive emotions. If you are able to control your emotions well, your excellent empathy and communication skills will be evident in the workplace. Additionally, if you have family-related property or business matters to attend to, such as inheritance, family business, or your spouse's property, be extra wary of the days around Thursday when the full moon rises. As the weekend approaches, you will get tired easily. To get your energy back, take some time to relax at home. Put off hanging out with your friends for a while and enjoy some rest. Follow these tips to make the most of this week and take the opportunity to make new friends and acquaintances, achieve social success and get promoted at work, and handle emotional conflicts and complicated emotional changes in your relationships at home. Get ready for a fulfilling and productive week. Leo. Are you looking for an opportunity to showcase your wide vision and social insight? This week is the perfect time for you to make use of your intelligence and expand your knowledge of the world. With Mercury placed with Venus and Uranus in Taurus, which is responsible for your social growth, you could have a great chance to make an impression. Writers, media personnel, art and entertainment professionals, and those working in cutting-edge technology and IT could all take advantage of this week to show off their skills in accurate analysis and thought delivery. However, you may become mentally exhausted from the start of this week due to financial anxiety or conflicts in human relationships. Be sure to manage your stress levels so that you can make the most of this week. On Thursday, when the full moon rises, if you have emotional disturbance due to conflicts with your lover or spouse, try to listen and sympathize with them. This will help you minimize the friction that comes from emotional disturbance. On the weekends, it would be beneficial to exercise lightly and get plenty of rest and relaxation. This is a great week to take advantage of intellectual activities and make the most of your social growth. Use this opportunity to showcase your intelligence and broaden your understanding of the world. Get ready for an intellectually stimulating and socially enriching week. Virgo. This Monday, your ruler Mercury is moving to Taurus, bringing with it plenty of opportunities for those who work on language or information such as travel, writing, and broadcasting. As a Virgo, you will be intellectually curious about literature, language, or foreign languages. This is the perfect time to make use of your intelligence and expand your knowledge of the world. Travel is an excellent way to satisfy your intellectual curiosity. You have the unconventional intelligence and goodwill conversation and expression to appeal to people in other countries. If you take a trip abroad at this time, you could have a very pleasant and rewarding experience that will be beneficial to your life. You may even find love or meet a special someone on the way. Inheritance is still an important keyword for you at this time, but you can make enough money by yourself, as the business environment or atmosphere around you is favorable. Just be sure not to overwork yourself and take care of your health. This week, due to the influence of the full moon, you may experience severe emotional changes and your arguments may become stronger. There will be no problem if you listen to the other person and express your sympathy. Take advantage of this week to make use of your intelligence and expand your knowledge of the world. Travel and meet new people, explore different cultures, and have a wonderful time. Get ready for an intellectually stimulating and socially enriching week. Libra. Are you feeling a complex mix of emotions? You may want to become financially secure through your inheritance or your spouse, or you're getting a chance to do so. At the same time, You also have the desire to become independent and give up your family's or spouse's inheritance. This week, Mercury enters Taurus, and with Uranus, there's a strong inclination towards independence from material assets, and your intellect is shining. However, Venus is in your 8th house, so it could be beneficial to gain from a bond with a wealthy spouse. If you want to achieve status or reputation on your own, you need a combination of skills, determination, and professionalism to get through any difficulties. Take some time away from work this week to relax and gain emotional stability. With the full moon this week and Venus forming a square with Saturn this weekend, you may be feeling anxious about potential losses such as love, wealth, unemployment, or poverty, and feeling down. Find a trusted family member, friend, or mentor to help you out and take some time to rest and recharge in a comfortable place. Despite the challenges that you may be facing, it's still a great week to love. With the right people around you, you can make it through and find peace, strength, and joy. Get the support you need and take advantage of this week to love. Scorpio. Are you feeling overwhelmed by the complex mix of emotions this week? Mercury is entering Taurus in the 7th house, which symbolizes the relationship between your marriage partner and others, and is accompanied by Venus and Uranus. At the same time, your ruler Pluto is forming a square with Mercury. You may be generally passive, but this week your arguments in private relationships may become stronger, and you may feel a strong aversion to being constrained. You may have connections with smart, attractive people who can engage in meaningful conversations. Even if you don't want to date, relationships with people can be beneficial. If you do decide to date, be careful not to be easily swayed and manipulated by the other person. You may have a somewhat indecisive side at this time, and may also have a dream of marriage. Don't rush and take your time to consider your partner. Even if you're already married, divorce is still a possibility, especially if you live with a fickle partner, in which case the probability increases. It is a time when your family life is likely to change drastically, with alterations in family members or living conditions. During the full moon week, there will be profound and complex emotional changes about marital relationships, family relationships, or love. You may find it difficult to emotionally accept what you see or what you're in. Try to reduce stress as much as possible by doing all that you can to prevent this situation from harming your health. During the week, try to avoid emotional distress and relax emotionally as much as possible. When you feel at ease, it's recommended to have lots of conversations with family members, friends, or mentors who you can trust over the weekend to listen to opinions and advice on your career or family issues. With the help and advice of others, you can find luck this week. Take the time to get the support you need and take advantage of this week to love. With the right people around you, you can make it through and find peace, strength, and joy. Sagittarius. Are you having a great time professionally and in love? This week, Mercury enters Taurus in the 6th house, which oversees your profession, work, and health, so you'll be excited to enhance your professional brain use and skills. People in the business, accounting, and information processing industries are likely to do well this week. If you work in services, hospitality, fashion, health, and beauty, you're still in for a good time. If your working environment isn't ideal, you may be thinking of changing jobs to upgrade your skills or work abilities. If you're looking for love, last week's strong energy is still present. Both men and women are active and enthusiastic in dating, and your relationship is generous and welcoming. The person who meets you at this time will feel very content with the relationship. Married people will live a life devoted to their families. However, there may be some financial issues. In general, there may be issues related to inheritance, and in specific cases, there could be disputes due to the spending of spouses. It's better to take your time and solve it slowly. The full moon during the week won't have a significant negative impact on you, unlike people in other constellations. On weekends, it's a good idea to spend time with your family or to relax quietly at home. For health, be mindful of your lungs, bronchial tubes, respiratory systems, nervous systems, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Take advantage of this week to love. With the right people around you, you can make it through and find peace, strength, and joy. It's still a great week to date and love. Capricorn. Are you looking for stability in your home and family life? You're not alone. With the help of family and loved ones, you can maintain a solid foundation and have more opportunities to reap financial rewards. This week brings a special focus on love, as Mercury enters Taurus, the fifth house that brings organization to your love life. Whether you're working from home, starting a business with your home as an office, or doing business with your family, anything centered around your family will be just fine. You may find yourself connecting with someone through intellectual entertainment or hobby activities. Though during this time you could come off as being too impressionable and a bit too imaginative. And although you have an intellectual curiosity about new things, communication with others might not be as smooth as you'd like. People who are looking for a partner usually prefer someone who is family-oriented over someone who is unique and strong. Otherwise, it could become a problem down the line. Keep in mind that Capricorn, a sign associated with being in a partnership with someone other than your family, can lead to disagreements. Rather than during the week when the full moon rises, take some time to relax on the weekend when your ruler Saturn forms a square with the moon and a square with Venus on the other side. It's easy to feel a fear of loss when it comes to love, relationships, or property. You need some comforting rest at home. It's a great week to find stability in the home and family life. So take a moment to reconnect with the people and things that bring you peace and joy. Aquarius. Are you looking for a way to make the most of your intellectual pursuits? This week is the perfect time to do so. With your sound reasoning and logic skills, coupled with your knack for forming smooth relationships with those around you, you'll be sure to stand out in a highly competitive workplace. In particular, you may be praised for your exceptional language handling skills such as writing and broadcasting. Be mindful of any tension from a jealous boss, however, and try to remain flexible. You may be focused on chasing your dreams rather than money and profit, but it's still important to keep your anxiety about money in check. You are doing your best to earn income and raise money ethically, but there may be some difficulties with your sense of money, so make sure to keep your income and expenditure balanced. On Monday, Mercury moves to Taurus, the fourth house that organizes your family life. The warm and loving family relationships you have will become even closer. You will create an intelligent family atmosphere where the roles of couples are divided in a positive way. There could be people who work from home. Despite any emotional turbulence at the beginning of the week with a little economic stress, it will be counteracted by the full moon that rises during the week. Take a trip to a nearby place on the weekend. It will help you gain a fresh perspective and expand your knowledge. It's a great week for intellectual activities. Make the most of this time by catching up with loved ones and pushing yourself to explore new ideas. Pisces. This week is the perfect time to showcase your intellectual and scientific thinking. With Mercury moving to Taurus, the third house that organizes your communication, learning, and travel, those who are involved in collecting and delivering information have the potential to be highly praised at work. You may find yourself becoming more and more financially successful, no matter what field you're in. Your unconventional intellectual ability, enduring communication skills, and good understanding of money make you an expert at making money. But be careful not to come off as overly intelligent and emotionless, or as someone who lacks the ability to control themselves too tightly. This could create issues in personal relationships that are not related to work, such as in your home life or in love. Make sure to make time for your loved ones and pay close attention to them. In relationships, you tend to be impulsive and you could find yourself in a dangerous love, so be mindful. The full moon that rises during the week shouldn't have any major impact. Take a trip to a nearby place on the weekend. You can find new inspiration through travel, or there may even be love or fateful encounters. It's still a great week for money luck, so use this time to your advantage and show off your intellectual and scientific thinking.